What's up everybody, this is Alexander King, and despite the fact that what we're going to be listening today it's not a full studio album, this is one of the most anticipated release of 2025 ever since it was announced. Today guys, we're going to be listening together to Alive in the Catacombs. It's live in a very peculiar setting. I think that we can all agree on that, from Queens of the Stone Age. Now, Queens of the Stone Age are one of my favorite bands overall. Like I just love them. I think they're one of the few rock bands from that generation that are still delivering very interesting music and concepts whenever they release something. To this day, like I still listen religiously, especially to Like Clockwork, which is my favorite record from them. It has a very special place in my heart, that record. And ever since they announced this, I've been hooked by the idea. So I think that they played, I'd imagine, what is an acoustic set or some sort of not full band arrangements maybe of these songs in the Catacombs in Paris. So it's 5 songs on the track list. It's around half an hour long. I was low-key expecting like a full concert, but I understand that the setting is not the easiest place where you can record stuff. I'm very curious to see the arrangements. I think that Queens of the Stone Age have almost like a ritualistic element to their music, like a very visceral feeling, especially when it comes to the acoustic songs or the more stripped down. So I'm very curious about this. Of course, if you know Josh Homme, you know maybe also about the Desert Sessions. I'm expecting something along those lines. So yeah guys, without further ado, this is Queens of the Stone Age, Alive in the Catacombs. We start with Pepper Machete.
When I was a little boy, I looked under the stairs. The king and the pawn were caught unaware.
Talk about stripped down.
Standing in the shadow, a whisperer to be was fishing in the darkness. Oh, possibility. Just look at you now. Yeah. Look at you now.
This is a running joke / Pepper Machete.
Look at you now.
This is exactly the type of sound that I was expecting from this.
Among such stars and grace, our highest hopes, not standing still, the running joke. Where goes the warm embrace? It fades without return. It lives to slip through fingertips and burn. I don't care what you think anymore. Doesn't matter anyway.
Great transition.
Victim perpetrated, just a paper machete.
There is still some, and I want to say amplified, but you know, electric sounds. There was also like a keyboard before.
Your skull
maybe like battery fueled, charged.
You think you're brave, all the plans you made behind my back and from far away. Truth is face to face, you're a coward, sharp as a paper machete. Yeah. Now I know you'd use anything, anyone to make yourself look clean.
Beautiful arrangement, that acoustic guitar, the triplets. I wonder if that's a viola or a cello, but I think maybe a viola.
Just look at you now.
Brilliant. You can't help but think, like, how did this idea came about? I'm sure there will be more information maybe on the, I don't know if it's like a DVD or streaming or whatever, but the visual aspect, maybe there is more information around it.
Look at you now. Look at you Look at you now.
This is so gorgeous. I love things like this.
Look at you now.
Fantastic start. Let's move on to Calopsia, which out of the whole tracklist is the one that I'm most excited about, to be honest. As I said, I'm a huge fan of that record, like Clockwork. And I think that it's a perfect match for a vibe like this.
To myself tonight, rose tinted eyes,
Nice with the plucked string.
my sorrow, a shade of wine. Bye bye, black balloon. I'll see you real soon.
I love this song so much. It's like a
Wave
some sort of mystic lullaby.
Oh, why you so sad? What have they done? Forget those madness babble.
Very strings heavy.
Playing God. Copycats and chasers are playing it safe, while cannonballs of vandals consume the parade. Yeah. Is it wonderful?
Of course, like the verses are much more, how do you say this? Fitting to this to this arrangement, because in the original song, of course, in the chorus, it's like the heavy guitars come in. It's still beautiful though. Maybe I was expecting a bit more vocal arrangements, like more voices during the chorus, to just, bring on a bit more of that power. But the contrast still works, which is probably the main element of the song. Nice. Now with the acoustic guitars and the strings.
Far, far from shore, the land of nightmares, gone forevermore. And I love you more than I can control. I don't even try. Why would I? Oh, why the long face? You got it all wrong. Forget the ride in the race. We'll choose them all.
The cello low, like carrying that low melody.
Favor the ones who have been there. The rest bear the sting of the lash if they row the boat to hell.
Is playing a section like this in that place must feel like, wow, between spooky and, as I said, like ritualistic. So cool, my god. I'm loving this, like I'm loving the concept of it, I'm loving the execution of it and the arrangements, because it's also like fairly easy to fall into the very simple arrangements, like you just bring an acoustic guitar, you play exactly the same thing that you would on an electric guitar, but they went for it, like within the limitations I'd imagine of doing an arrangements in a place like this. It's let's say that it's more complex, like they added elements, of course, with the strings, the pizzicato, like the plucked, I think that it was at least the plucked like viola and stuff at the beginning, bringing in a lot of string sections that go together with the guitars and everything. Brilliant. Let's move on to the third one, Villains of Circumstance, another song that I really love. Let's go.
Unless you know what's come over me, we're hostages of geography. The wait is long and heavy too, despite what you're accustomed to. I know life moves on, that's what scares me so. I've no intentions of letting go, only no one in the world, only I. sing only for you, to the beat of my footsteps in the night. Close your eyes.
Ah, beautiful.
Me home forever,
I'm guessing that's like an electric piano.
I'll be forever yours. Always, evermore, and always, evermore, and always, evermore, and always,
I think that so far this is probably the most fitting song. Gorgeous.
There's no magic bullet, no cure for pain. What's done is done till you do it again. A life in pursuit of a nameless prey. I've been so close, I'm so far away. It's so hard to explain, so easy to feel. I need you now, nothing is real. Save me from the villains of circumstance before I lose my place. Close your eyes and dream me home forever.
This is so beautiful.
I'll be forever yours. I'll be forever yours. I'll be forever yours. Always, evermore, and always, evermore, and always, evermore, and always,
Wow. The best one so far for sure. Like the way that the setting, the lyrics, like the lyrical aspect within that setting, the arrangements that they went for, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think that you could see from my face during the execution as well, like when I get extremely quiet, you know what's happening. Gorgeous, my god. Suture Up Your Future, a song from Era Vulgaris. Era Vulgaris, it's like a song like this, I think that could actually improve in a setting like this. I'm not the biggest fan of the production in Era Vulgaris. Personally, like the sound is very harsh, which is not by itself a problem for me, but you know, it works and it doesn't work. I think then it gets a bit heavy within that record. It's probably the record that I listen to the least from Queens of the Stone Age, despite having some fantastic songs on it. So let's see what they did with this one.
When you're going through hell, keep going.
Curious choice though to go for this. It's like a song that most people wouldn't know, like the casual listeners of Queens of the Stone Age wouldn't know a song like this. Maybe that's why they picked it. It has like that 3 vibe, like the time.
See, I've been down too long. Kinda hard to explain. Done and buried all I carry. All my evil through a needle. As it pulled through the eye, what was and what will are now gone. Don't sweat it, thread it to forget it, to feel like you've already gone.
It really works.
Rest of the life that you've got.
And it almost feels like it has percussion, like I think that they're probably using the keyboard for that effect.
Bury it all away.
So nice. I don't know if that's what they're using, but it sounds like an upright bass as well. I think that in general this whole live would probably benefit even more by looking at the performance. I actually need to go and check out if they have that available, but for sure it's going to be on their website or something.
I won't waste it. I'd sharpened the knife, then used it till bone made it dull. Tried explain and unexplained. Got caught in the plaid, all this talking at once. I've been giving my love away to the things that tear it apart. I'm gonna suture up my future. Thread out to forget it, to feel like you've already gone. To the rest of the life that you've got. Tie the loose ends, bury it all away. It's like this, it's like this.
So nice. It's even more stripped down compared to some of the other ones that we heard so far. Like there are no strings. It's like this digital piano and this percussion element, which I still think that it's like a keyboard or something just played on a very low note, because it has like this digital reverb on it. Beautiful, this one as well. The thing that really strikes me about this, as I said, is the choice of playing this song. They could have gone with some very popular ones, of course, maybe even from their oldest records. In the whole thing, like there isn't a single song, for example, from Songs for the Deaf or Rated R. I like this. Like I like when a band doesn't just sit on, let's say, the glory of the albums that made them, but they keep on doing new music and they believe in the new music that they do. It's something that Metallica does as well. For example, like they perform live a lot of the new songs, even though the fans probably would love for them to play like Master of Puppets all the time. which they do, of course, but with a balance. I really like to see that, and that's what I meant when I said before. It's like one of those bands from that generation that are still doing something with their career and trying to push and mature as a band. So really happy with this. Let's move on already to the last song. Really wish it was a bit longer, but you can't have everything. This is I Never Came, which is already a fantastic song that you can hear also in an acoustic setting with the desert sessions and everything. But let's hear what they did in this very specific, very curious setting and live recording overall. Queens of the Stone Age, I Never Came. This is the one that I would imagine would change the least out of the whole track list. Using the muted guitar as percussion. Trying to understand what that like screeching noise is. Still works like as a percussion element basically. Craving is falsetto on the chorus now. Hopefully in the second one we'll bring it. But even like this, my god. It's such a good song. Again with that sound. I would also be curious to check out who plays what when I'll go look at the video recording, because they're all amazing musicians. In Queens of the Stone Age, I don't know if they went and played strings as well. I'd imagine that they used like string players, but I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, if it was them.
Dogs and blues, I'm on to you.
so good, my god. Again, like I'm sad that it's already over. But this is brilliant. It's almost like they're very conscious and aware. And even if you look at interviews with Josh Homme, like he's very aware of himself, I think. Like he's... I don't know how to express that. Maybe mature is the right word. Like being very conscious of being... trying to be in the moment and things like this. And I think that awareness leads to doing something like this, where it's also like more something that you do. Let's say that it's a good balance between something that they do for themselves and something that they do for their fans, but they never let the expectations of what the fans might want disrupt what they want to do as a band. And I think that that's very important, at least like in my experience as a musician, a producer. It's like it becomes very tricky when you start wanting to just please your audience and forget what you really enjoy doing. And this really feels like a passion project to me, like in that specific context, in that city, doing songs like this that they've always done. Like Josh Homme has said many times that you start writing a song always on an acoustic, and if it works on an acoustic, then it works anywhere, which I completely agree with. And they've always done things like this, like it always sounds like they've read their songs by a campfire or a desert. I'm not sure that they would actually light up a lot of campfires during the day in the desert, probably in the night, yeah. But it's beautiful, like it's the spirit and the vibe that permeates most of their songs. And that's why it really works on a setting like this. But as I said, it's not necessarily something that I think fans would expect to enjoy, but that's also why a lot of fans will really enjoy it, because it's unexpected. It's not something that you've heard before. So yeah, guys, like as I said, maybe I'm a bit biased as a huge fan of the band. As I said at the beginning of the video, they're one of my favorite bands, but I've really enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. In general, even if there are more songs from their discography that you thought or you were expecting to see within the set list once this was announced, we can all agree that they have plenty of songs that would really fit in a setting like this. But curious to hear, like maybe you have a favorite songs of them, a few favorite songs of them that you would like to hear in a setting like this, and I would be curious to hear that. And as always, have a conversation around music. This is why I do these videos. This is why you don't see like crazy reaction faces and titles and stuff like that. It's more about just sitting together, listen to music. In a case like this, really calming down. Like I barely spoke during the whole performance, and it really put me in a relaxed mood, this music. But that's the whole point. It's like you go wherever the music takes you. If you made it this far, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.